It's really late at night or really early in the morning, depending on your perspective. But it is dark and it is raining. And I'm laying here by a window, an open window, where I can hear the wonderful sound of the rain, and even more enjoyable for me, the smell of the fresh rain air. I remember there's some point in my life where I kind of didn't like rain. It's like, maybe when I was a kid, like I played sports or played outdoors, and when it was rainy, it was like I had to be stuck inside, and had games canceled, or had to walk home from school in the rain, or things of that nature. But it's been for a long time now that I've really loved the sound of the rain and the smell of the rain and just the rain in general. Especially ever since I became a gardener. Well, I guess more than a gardener, building and founding and running an eco-village, where we're not only growing food to feed everyone that's living here, but to feed excess food to people in need. So, we grow tons of food, and it's just so much easier and more sustainable to grow a lot of food when it rains than it is to try to irrigate everything and water everything. And so there's a huge amount of appreciation for the rain when you're living sustainably. Harvesting of water, even. And yeah, there's so many benefits to the rain in the natural world and natural ecosystem. But in the modern world, rain is sort of, for a lot of people, I hear people complaining about the rain all the time, how it's gloomy and dreary and blah blah blah. Rain is just one of the most important is one of the most important things in the world, in the natural world. And if you think about historically, where all the greatest civilizations have ever been, and where the biggest cities and most thriving cities, it's always been on natural water resources, because water is so essential, so important to life. And it still is. We're just super disconnected from that because we live in these huge cities, and even if not in huge cities, we're living inside of these homes, these homes with plumbing. And our relationship with water is, turning on a faucet to wash our hands, or to flush the toilet, or to take a shower. And the rain is like this cold, wet, dreary experience, instead of this life-giving, cleansing, purifying, nurturing blessing. So as I was laying here, just appreciating the rain, I was thinking about 1,000 different things, and I decided I would do a little nighttime rain meditation, blog, rant, stream of consciousness. And it's so interesting how whenever I turn the camera on and I start to record, it really hones in, it really focuses in my train of thought into a particular. And it's like the appreciation for the rain, of which I've wound up speaking about for a couple minutes now, was not even really in the forefront of my focus before I turned the camera on. But as I turned the camera on, was sort of setting the scene or setting the feel. That's immediately what I started focusing on. And even though it wasn't at the forefront of my focus, what I said is true, and it's sort of always there. I'm always in great appreciation for the rain, whether it's raining or when it's not. And sometimes, like right now, I'm more actively putting that into words or forming that into thoughts or whatnot. But it's a core part of my being now. It's a core part of my foundation of gratitude and appreciation, for the blessings of life, which is water, which is the rain, which is the beautiful, almost perfect, cycle and balance of nature. And so out of the thousands of things that I had going on in my mind, of which, obviously I won't be, going into all of them, or even almost any of them for that matter, this is what I wound up talking about. And in a way, it's I don't know, maybe even boring, you know, to talk about the rain. But honestly, with the life that I have, you know, a really adventurous and exciting new, you know, profound life full of creativity and love and, you know, so many wonderful things. You know, here I am talking about the rain, and even if I wasn't doing this video, I would still be laying here by this window, smelling the fresh rain air and being in appreciation for the rain. So I'm going to close out this video, as I know that 5-6 minutes is already really quite long. You know, which brings me to another obvious sort of result of the world we live in, which is very short attention spans. We've just got so much stimuli all the time. It's happening so fast and so much information, you know. Once upon a time, sitting and listening and being, you know, in the rain or listening to the birds or the bugs was almost like an activity. And now it's just like a grossly boring, you know, task. I appreciate all of you. I'm super grateful to be alive. I'm super grateful to be able to be real and honest and authentic and to share this. And whether you got anything out of this or not, I wish you the best. Bless.